Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review for the new Footmas cards. And to be honest, guys, doesn't look too promising. Doesn't look too promising. There's one card in here though that looks really cool, to be honest, right? And that card is this center back card, right? So we're gonna go ahead and review him first because obviously people are gonna want the opinion on him because base card stats, this guy has 75 dribbling. So if that means in any sort of way that he has acceleration or he has agility and balance with that pace, this is going to be an awesome card. So let's review what it looks like. So medium work rates, great start so far, guys. 6'2" height, great start so far. 84 pace, base card stats looking really good. 82 defense, 81 physical. Looking great so far. 72 passes, 75 dribbling. Now, here's a big one. You go to attributes. This card is awesome. This is a really good card. Yeah, this card is definitely one to try out for sure. Center back Bundesliga Swiss. Yo, I think the guy from yesterday was a Swiss dude. So if you did him, you can get a green link with that guy. Even if you got Delaney as an inform, right? Delaney inform, and Delaney inform is pretty good too. Yo, this card actually looks really, like, it has potential, right? Because interceptions and stuff is a little bit low for base card stats. But if you give him a shadow card, right? Or an anchor, this card could potentially be a really good center back in this game. Like, really good. I don't know what his physical feature or his physical stature is in game, but yeah, the card looks awesome, man. 79 acceleration with 88 sprint speed while being 73 agility, 70 balance. Like, 73 agility is nice for someone who's 6'2", man. That's awesome. Transitioning left and right with him will be really great because his acceleration will make up for. It's a little bit low in the agility and balance, but for a center back, it's pretty up there, right? Reactions for 83, 79 composure for a center back's awesome too. Sliding tackle is good. Marking 84. Heading accuracy 76 while being 82. Jumping while being 6'2". I would probably give him an anchor card, to be honest with you guys, if I could improve it, because he's got crazy pace already. So increasing the jumping, strength, interceptions, heading accuracy would be very nice to do. So if you do end up getting this card, for sure give this card an anchor. Like, it looks really good. And the cool thing is he actually has short passing and long passing too. And passing is a very, like, underrated stats for center backs, because a lot of the times you will find yourself passing the ball to certain areas that you want to, like the long passes, right? When it comes to, like, the driven pass on the floor and so on and so forth. Like, you want players to be able to be good at passing in any position, right? It's not like a huge deal. Like, it's not like it has, like, even if it was like 70-70, it would be perfectly fine for center backs. But it's nice that it isn't 70-70, if that makes any sense, right? Like, if a player can have improved stats, then that's awesome. This card is definitely a card to try out. The only thing that I see that might be annoying is that interceptions. That is the only one. But the thing is, right, is that he's 76 interceptions while being 6'2", right? So, you know what I mean? But I would either give this card a shadow and anchor, try him out in game, because I honestly think he's going to be freaking awesome to use. That's a good Footmas card. Now, the rest of these cards, yay. I mean, you gave it to Balotelli, and like I said, Balotelli, really cool Footmas card to give if you have fun regular game modes, because your game is completely competitive oriented. Like, he's, to be honest, I'm saying this, but this Balotelli card is pretty usable and competitive. I would personally say that, right? Because if we look at his card, right, let's just look at it for a second. So he's not the type of person that's going to be making a lot of runs for you, because he's medium low work rates, right? Doesn't have the pace, so he's not going to really feel like he's going to want to run forward, which is fine. He's going to be like a neutral player in the team. Running in behind the defense nowadays isn't really helpful that much anymore, so that's okay. 6'2" height, fantastic to have. 4-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves, obviously great to have as well. We look at his attributes. Now, for a striker, he is the sluggish type of striker, right? He is the sluggish type of striker. So he has medium low work rates, 77 acceleration, 84 sprint speed. He's got That's decent pace for being a sluggish striker. Not too bad, right? He has 88 finishing, 92 shot power, 83 composure. Awesome. Can't even fault EA for that. That looks really good, right? 81 long shots, 80 volleys. Like, the stats so far in terms of personality of the card look fantastic. Now, what's the problem with the card? The stamina, right? When you improve these cards, I will keep reiterating this because I know some of the EA devs watch these videos. When you improve these cards, don't give him 68 stamina. Give him 80. Give him 78, right? 68 is really low for these cards, right? 68 stamina, like, because you're improving it. If people are anal about playing a card's real life characteristics, they can go play with the rare gold cards. When you start improving your card, the characteristics of having poor agility and poor balance in terms of dribbling being slower and stuff, that's completely fine because that's the characteristic of the card. That's okay. But stamina being low is not fun for a video game, right? So just give him 80 stamina and then, you know, you'll be fine. Everything else is his characteristics. Long passing, short passing, volleys, everything else just looks like a Balotelli card, right? But really cool that he does have 83 composure, which is a very, very big deal. Composure is a big, 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 big deal for the stats of a player, right? 88 finishing, 92 shot power. So that's that area right there is what makes you think this card is actually pretty usable in game, right? So having those specific stats could be a really, really good thing for this card, right? But then again, you will notice in terms of dribbling, he will feel a little bit sluggish on the ball, a little bit slow because his balance is so low considering that he is 6'2", right? 72 agility helps it a little bit, but he's still going to be a sluggish type striker. But if you get him into the position to take a good shot, he'll be awesome doing it, right? So that's pretty much it for this card. 76 jumping while being 6'2" is also not bad for a striker. You know, you could give him finisher as well, so you can give him more of a physical presence, as well as, you know, better shooting stats in terms of shot power, long shots, so on and so forth. Good finishing as well. So definitely worth looking into in that regard. Again, stamina needs to be better on the card EA. It can be used in division rivals, but you'd be like screwing yourself. So if you had like a really good like natural game mode, like in online tournament mode, be perfect to get this card. I would get this card. I like Balotelli, so I would love to get Balotelli in my actual team, but not to use in division rivals, not competitive FIFA, like just regular FIFA. I would love to use this card for sure. Italian League One, there's so much you could do with that, right? You can make some good hybrids with that. You know, you could rotate a team around, but unfortunately the game is very competitive oriented, so not really usable in my opinion. I mean, it is, like I said, dribbling is bad, but his shooting stats are good, so it's like kind of like a 50-50 there. Andres Iniesta. So, I mean, you wouldn't be caught dead with this card, let's be real, right? Like, it would be, this is the thing with FIFA, right? This is the thing. There needs to be an incentive to use Iniesta. First off, EA. You got a special version of his card. He's a midfielder, right? Center mids, they lose a lot of stamina. Let's make him a usable card. 85 stamina. Does it seem steep that I'm giving him a plus 30 in the stamina? No, it doesn't, because it makes the card usable, right? You want to make these cards usable when you start upgrading them, right? You already have your characteristics. If you want to have your poor finishing, your poor shot power, fair play. But give the card stamina so we can use them for the entirety of a match. Okay, it's annoying that you have to sub a player off 50 minutes in the game because he's 55 stamina, and you know midfielders run up and down the pitch quite a bit, right? So in my opinion, I think that they should definitely take into consideration that these are special versions of the cards. Give them that stamina boost. Give them an 85. It's like you're not gonna hurt anybody by giving Iniesta an 85 stamina. You're literally not hurting anybody because it's a special version. People are like, oh, but Iniesta doesn't have stamina in real life. Go play with his rare gold card. You know what I mean? But once you start upgrading, give him that stamina. No problem, right? Even give him, to make the cards more usable, start giving him defensive and physical stats, right? Make your cards all-round good players at some point. Because if it's a special version, it makes sense if you're rare gold, you don't touch them. I get that. But your special versions, start increasing the defense and the physical by like 4s and 5s by base card stats, and then increase those specific stats in defending and physical. Let's make these cards more usable. You know what I mean? And again, make it a regular game mode so we can actually use Iniesta. No one will be caught dead using this card in division rivals, because if they use this card in division rivals in terms of the higher divisions, they're going to be screwing themselves. No defensive capabilities, no physical capabilities in the midfield, and no pace to make up for the lack of physical and defense, right? So obviously his pace isn't great. His dribbling is supposed to be fantastic, right? Because he is small too. And yes, as a 5'7" player, 4-star, high medium, right? So you know, dribbling on the ball will be pretty quick and responsive, right? 90 composure is fantastic to have as well. You got the characteristics of the card, but it's not usable in this game, right? A card like this would be fun to get if you give him good stamina, start increasing his defense and physical stats, and again, have a good natural or a good regular game mode, right? Not single matches, online tournament mode. That's perfect, okay? So far, I think personally this Foot Miss Day was a little bit underwhelming. Like I said, if the game was rotated differently, or if the game was revolved around something different in terms of Division Rivals being a competitive game mode, online tournament being a regular game mode, and then foot drafts being a separate game mode, and it being a possibility to use Foot Miss cards in foot drafts and having a high possibility of getting the main 3 guys in your foot drafts to try them out to see if you like them, that's how you create a balance in your game. Because Balotelli, I don't know if you're going to want to use his dribbling for competitive FIFA. Iniesta, not even in question. But this card looks cool. This Akanji card looks like a cool card. But today was a pretty underwhelming day in terms of Foot Miss cards. I think they could have definitely done a little bit better. You know, again, give them stamina, EA. Don't be scared to give that to them in special versions of the cards. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. We'll be reviewing the Foot Miss cards for tomorrow as well. I might be streaming later today as well. Gotta start hitting the gym again because I haven't gone like a month due to health issues. So we'll be doing that as well. Gotta improve the mind and improve the physique, right? So definitely gonna start doing that as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a thumbs up on it. Definitely helps the channel a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Love you guys.